Hello, my name's Slow Ninja and welcome back to the channel, and in today's episode we're going to play in some more Motorsport Manager and our Aston Martin Let's Play. So, well, in the last race we had a very disappointing race, as you can see there, 6th and 20th, but yeah, we were good in qualifying. I mean, Leclerc was only almost at 0.019 seconds away. But from getting pole, so our qualifying pace looks good, but StoffelVandoorne, maybe that was the wrong choice as a driver. I mean, how can you really be uneasy after one race? But anyway, to have a quick look at our pit crew. Everyone's all pretty happy at the moment. I mean, someone like you could be replaced in the long run. Can we get somebody to come in? We can. I mean, you look good, but once again, it'd only be one thing, which would be a 20. That's the issue. That's legit the only issue, which yeah, so yeah, everything looks okay. Let's just continue getting cars repairs done. Let's have the first lot of reliability done. Yes, it is. So let's focus on that. 4 days after the race. It could be worse. And finally, our first part that's now been completed. The new rear wing, which is already at 100% condition. Something like that just isn't really worth it, in my opinion. Let's make a new front wing. We could do that. That sounds pretty sweet. I like the idea of that, even though we've got the third. We've got the third place anyway. The third best front wing on the grid. I mean, we maybe could have worked on our brakes, but hey, let's just get that new front wing done. But saying that, the car doesn't change until you actually put the new rear wing on. So we've moved up a couple of places at least. Still the 6th quickest car on the grid. It's weird to see Ferrari down at the bottom, Williams in 3rd place. But here we are, so once again. It's going to be an interesting race. Heavy rain for the race itself, so that could play a massive part for us. Hopefully we can use that to our advantage, because I think our cars work slightly better in the rain from what they do in the dry, which is quite nice. But anyway, I will do what I normally do, and I will see you at qualifying. So we are finally at qualifying, and we had quite a poor session in qualifying. But it's not the fact that we had a poor session, this means we just didn't have time to run both set of tyres, do the qualifying as well as a race trim, which is, well, very annoying to be brutally honest. But we're going to go on the medium tyres because I feel like we can both get both our cars out on the medium set. I'm actually going to send out Charles first. Give him some open air. Time to breathe. After all, Charles is going to be our main driver. I think science will always go quicker from us. And the fact that we tried to make it on the medium tyre, it's going to be quite a risky one. I think Vandoorne, Leclerc will be okay, but Vandoorne's never going to be okay. I think that's the issue. Vandoorne will never be okay to get through that first session on the tactics that we always used to like to do. I don't think he's even going to have enough to make it through, is he? 18th eliminated, StoffelVandoorne, but Lando Norris is out as well. Well. This has not really gone to plan, everyone. Was Vandoorne a mistake? Possibly. Who knows? But anyway, it's Vandoorne, Norris, Perez, Giovinazzi, Sellers, O'Ward, and Mazepin. I mean, at least we were able to get one car through, which is, for our title defense, we need both cars in their points. All the time, really. So I'm really relying on it's going to be a wet Grand Prix. That's what I really need to have. We're currently fastest. We're fastest by a country mile. Alright, we don't even need to do another lap, everyone. That's quite a pleasing lap there from Leclerc. No, Leclerc. That was an absolute stormer of a lap. What an absolute stormer of a lap there from Leclerc. Even Hockenberg's up there in the Toyota. What a lap from Hockenberg as well. But anyway, it's Rosenquist, Ricciardo, Frines, Nakajima, Stroll, Grosjean, and Danica Fiat have all gone out in Q2. Sebastian Vettel, we should have kept him. Regretting getting rid of Vettel. My biggest mistake was getting rid of Vettel, I think. At least we can do 2 laps, which is the main thing. Whoa. We have that really weird thing where we're really slow in Q2 just randomly. Like our car loses all speed in Q2. That's something which I haven't really quite understand yet. So even though we're fantastic, this car's really good, but somehow that Sector 2, I mean, sorry, not Q2, Sector 2, we struggle really badly on. I don't know, I just don't know what's happening. There we go, Sebastian Vettel, pole position. I think we're slower. Unless Verstappen, Sainz, and Hockenberg got quicker. But yeah, so we did that lap time there. The track must have got colder when. Because the tyres were not sticking one bit. And unfortunately it is a dry race. For now. But what I may do is put the driving style a little bit more higher up. I want to shove them all onto Inters. I may put them on high as well, just to be on the safe side. I have a really aggressive start. But anyway, it's Verstappen, Carlos Sainz Jr., Hockenberg, Leclerc, Russell, Bottas, Vettel, Gasly, Ocon, Tsunoda, Rosenquist, Ricciardo, Frines, Nakajima, Stroll, Grosjean, Kvyat, StoffelVandoorne, Norris, Perez, Giovinazzi, Sellers, Award, and Mazepin round up the track. Going for that really aggressive start, and it's already paid off, getting into third place. And now dropping down. Tell me we're going to be racing Russell all this time. It's really annoying that we're going backwards, not forwards. The Williams is such a quick car this season. I really want to burn tyres and fall in this first stint. Oh, we got past Bottas there. Francis already came in to put Inters on. That's a very brave choice there. But we're pushing the car quite well, actually. It's that part of the track where we can gain so much speed. So it's like the car has this new form of grip. Which I like to see. So that Vandoorne is climbing up quite rapidly, actually. Yes, I know we're going to be losing. Okay, here comes the rain. We're still miles quicker. Vandoorne can keep on that. Okay, depends on what does Verstappen go into the pit. No, he doesn't. Pretty much I want to mirror what Verstappen does. That's the plan anyway. Vandoorne made a mistake. Not really, not a really big mistake. Does Verstappen come in? I think it's now wet enough to come in and pit for both cars. This is a really big pit stop for us. I believe somebody else came into the pits and did the same thing. Russell did the same thing as us. Okay, now we're on the quicker tyre now. The fact that they stay out is very bamboozling. So we've got both cars in the top 10 now, which is good for us. Oh, they've gone on for straight on wets. Of course, they're going to have the advantage for a little bit. But that's when our... This is going to be quite interesting, actually, because they're going to be quite quicker for us for quite a long while. And when the track's going to get... Well, not wetter, but more drier, actually. And that's when our intermediates will come into play. And J Nazi's had a crash, because only... Well, Robin Francis retired, so there's only 3 cars at the moment on Inters. I'm kind of alright to keep on the Inters with Leclerc. And Vandoorne. Vandoorne's crashed. All down to Leclerc again. I guess that's the only issue, driving on Inters in wets. As soon as track will begin to dry out, well, that's when we can begin capitalising on our mistakes. So we've only dropped down really to 4th place at the moment. So now this is when it comes back into our region now. So this is when our car comes into play. The dry conditions. This is when we begin. We're gaining quite a lot of time now. And looking at 3 seconds quicker than Bottas in front of us. Verstappen's already pitted. Everyone around us is pitted. I want to say 1 more lap. Alright. Maybe not 1 more lap. Oh no! Why did you crash Leclerc? At least you didn't get a penalty for it. I'm coming out in 3rd place actually, that's really good for us. That was actually quite a good... I think we could have done 1 more extra lap. That would have made quite a big difference, I think. I'm just saving the tyres until pretty much the final part of the Grand Prix. So I mean, everybody will be pushing around us. Car condition looks pretty healthy to me. So we can begin pushing just a wee little bit, just a small bit. Can we close that gap onto Bottas? The answer is no, we can't. Or Luke's collar sign, sorry. Or Russell's had a crash. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pit on softs. So you had the crash for Russell. Just there. Don't understand why that's a safety car. That's what I've done, mate. That's actually already played into our hands, really. We can push the tyres until the end of the Grand Prix. And we can run a higher load of car. We could actually get a win here now. There's potential for a win here. I just hate when they lag behind the safety car like that. Apart from like Grosjean, Mazepin, there's quite a lot of cars who are currently being unlapped at the moment. Maybe put it on pushing high actually. Or overtaken high. Here we go, here's the reset. Not a good start. Can we jump into second? Nope. Ah, oh, for goodness sake, that's our race over. That's our race over. I may just simply pit on a new set of tyres. What a terrible defense to the season. This is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Let's try and get that quickest lap time. There we go. We do one more time, Leclerc. Nope. What an absolute dreadful race. At least Bottas then finishing the points. How can you go quicker? How is that logically possible? Right, next lap. Pedal to the metal. If we lose all our full, well, I don't really care. It's a race to forget here. No fastest lap, no points, no nothing. I mean, that's the first time we haven't got points in a very long time. But we need to think about our drivers now. I mean, Leclerc's fine, but I'm honestly thinking we have to replace Vandoorne. He has been an absolute... I think it was more of like the weird panic buy kind of situation where we had to get a second driver. And Vandoorne was silly enough to agree. I got sucked in. Yeah, not nice. That's not the result that we wanted. This is the furthest we've been low. This is the furthest we've been down the constructor's order, I think. since starting the Let's Play, so our title defense hasn't gone to plan just yet, but I guess that's motorsport. I mean, we're still making a lot of money from the race, but I honestly think we may have to replace Vandoorne straight away. That's what I'm thinking. 17 days, we're below target. Vandoorne's already listening to offers. He can go. Yeah, our qualifying pace is fantastic, don't get me wrong. Does Hamilton want to join us again? Does anybody want to join us? Lando, do you want to join us? Okay, Lando's interested again. And I'm willing to break that 10k contract. Do you think we could just put in a massive offer? I'm gonna do it for Max. He's gonna be equal status. I'm gonna put the highest amount. I'm willing to spend a lot of money here. I'm bringing in Max. That's a lot for Max. Should we resume until that contract offer? Let's just resume. It's a little bit more. Let's just resume. See what Max has to say. We got idle staff. Idle staff, sorry. We can begin working on something like that. What does Max have to say? So I'm pretty much going to give him the highest wages there is. The biggest contract there is. And if he doesn't accept that, we may have to look somewhere else. But anyway, this is where I'm going to bring an end to today's episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like. Any comments would be appreciated. If you're new around here and like the content which I make, well, make sure to subscribe to get more daily content. Until next episode, see you later.